Hi, it's Tamara Khodova for ThatShelf.com.
That shelf.
I'm still at the Venice Film Festival. It's early morning. I already watched one mediocre Italian film and walked out of a French melodrama to talk to you guys. I'm heading to the beach, and it's actually a funny story. Lido in Italian is a beach, and also it's the name of the island where festival takes place. So I'm literally on the beach of the beach, Lido of Lido. Here is the festival palace where all the premieres take place, and a little bit further away, maybe you can see it, there is an Excelsior hotel, one of the oldest here, maybe the oldest, I don't know. It's where the first festivals took place in 30s before the Festival Palace was built, and lots of celebrities stay here, and press junkets are usually also here. But interesting detail, Timothée Chalamet usually stays on the whole different island because I think maybe he doesn't like crazy crowds of fans. It was insane here a couple days ago when Bones and All was premiering. I've never seen a crowd like this. Everyone was just screaming Timothée, Timothée, and running around trying just to catch a glimpse of him. But today we're talking not about Bones and All, but about BARDO, a 3-hour-long autobiographical film from Mexican director Alejandro González Iñárritu. Yeah, he's actually Iñárritu. Lots of people like to say Iñárritu, but the correct pronunciation is Iñárritu. This is my nerd alert, I'm sorry. So there is a funny story about BARDO on Twitter, of course. As soon as the trailer came out, not the trailer, the poster came out, and the man on the poster looks a lot like Iñárritu himself. It's a man in a suit with dark glasses, bushy hair. So many people were like, it's so pretentious to put yourself on a poster. He's such a douche. But it turned out that it's not actually Iñárritu himself, it's the actor who plays Iñárritu. Sorry, he plays Salvio, the acclaimed journalist and documentary filmmaker who's been living in America for a long time and then came back to Mexico. Well, we of course can pretend that it's a story of Salvio here, but I think all of us actually understand what is going on here. Iñárritu himself became very successful in America, made a bunch of films, got like 8 Oscars, left us in awe with Birdman and Revenant, then came back to Mexico and disappeared for 5 years. Apparently he was reflecting on his own life and history of Mexico and making a movie about it. And from the looks of it, Netflix gave him lots of money so he could do pretty much whatever he wants. Coming back to Salvio. So Salvio, successful journalist, he comes back to Mexico from America with his family, and he has to fly to LA to get some award which is given out to a Mexican journalist for the first time, so it's very prestigious. But before that, he kind of embarks on a surrealistic journey through Mexico, reflecting on Mexican history and reconciling with his family. So Bardo looks like a weird mix of Fellini's 8.5 Dolce Vita with magic realism and lots of self-quotes. He loves to quote his own films. It seems to be, it's not like Iñárritu is the first one who quotes Fellini, because Fellini also made a movie about himself. It's called Amarcord, and it seems like it's super popular right now among directors to make movies about themselves. For instance, at Toronto Film Festival, Steven Spielberg is gonna show his The Fabelmans, about his own life. And last year in Venice, Italian director Paolo Sorrentino showed us The Hand of God, about his youth in Naples. In 2019 in Venice again, Alfonso Cuarón, Mexican director, showed Roma, about his childhood in Mexico City in the 70s, told through the eyes of his maid. He actually got Golden Lion for it and a bunch of Oscars, 3 I think. So you could say that these stories could be successful, and it's not surprised that everybody loves to reflect on their own life and tell about it, especially if you have this wonderful opportunity. But the other question is, could you make this your life story interesting for other people? That's much more difficult. Again, Iñárritu, he uses this wonderful opportunity to talk literally about everything, about his own life, children, parents, wife, and about history of Mexico, the difficulties of modern journalism and like the whole meaning of modern journalism. And another funny thing is that he kind of decides to talk with his critics and to criticize. He has like this imaginary conversations with his potential critics and what they potentially could say. And he's kind of criticizes his own work before anyone even manages to open their mouth. This is a very clever way to deal with criticism nowadays. Bardo is beautiful, inventive, enigmatic, beautiful camera work, lots of humor, but at the same time it's very pretentious, like Iñárritu style pretentious. I have problems with it, but many people love it. I'm not a big fan of his style. And it's very stuffy. Because he kind of intertwines his own life with the history of Mexico, and at one moment he talks about desaparecidos, and I've been thinking to myself, oh please don't bring up Cortés, And of course, here he comes, sitting on a pile of bodies. So history, much metaphor, you know. And I think my biggest objection to Bardo is that it doesn't lead anywhere, in the sense that it doesn't leave any place for the audience. Okay, he is talking about himself a lot, he's obsessed with it, and you kind of can relate at some point, but not much. And I felt suffocated by the lack of a room for me to think and to relate. So if you like Iñárritu and his work, maybe it would be a beautiful opportunity for you to if you like Iñárritu, it will be a beautiful opportunity for you to get closer to him, to know him better. But if you don't, it leaves you with a question: what are you really doing there? Because Bardo feels like a very picturesque 3-hour therapy session, and I felt weird being at someone's therapy session. It's like a very intimate process, and I felt like I was not supposed to be there. So I think Iñárritu, he made a beautiful movie for himself, and he left the audience out of it. And also, I honestly do not understand how you gonna watch it on TV screen. It's a huge canvas, and Iñárritu has lots of paint, and just kind of like Irishman, it just doesn't fit for a TV screen. It has to be shown in the theaters. But to each his own. And if Netflix gives you money, which I think actually they wouldn't do anymore, especially for this kind of big, very personal projects, unfortunately. So yes, thank you for watching, and here is the sea for you. It's very nice, very hot, and maybe sometimes it's better to be at the beach than in the movie theater. But I didn't tell you that. Please don't tell the festival. It was Tamara Horova. Thanks for watching. Bye.